Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator. At least for me, it's been a moment since I've played this, but let's go ahead and jump back in. Now, I'm trying to remember what exactly it was that we were trying to mainly accomplish last time. I mean, beyond the normal set of progress. I believe it partially had to do with trying to explore further. And if I do remember, wrong one. I need the cult. Let's go ahead and take Cat Caro and begin the ceremony. My follower will kneel as a novice and rise as initiate. I will administer the necessary oaths myself. And yeah. So it looks like we made a little bit of good progress. We should. Oh, apparently we were visiting the Mantis. I'm assuming for yes. Entering the White Door. Many of the dead enter the Mantis through the White Door. They wander its corridors in silence until they are lost. Some embrace each other, some devour each other, some force their way into the dreams of the living. A few record their memories on the Mantis stone where it is soft. They scratch it with their nails, you see. Last night I read one of those memories. So yeah, if I'm remembering right, we were trying to find more locations. Yeah. For further books, for further lore. The two one joined, and the horn distinguished, consequently blood. Sure, that's not nonsensical. And if I remember right, we now have our full list of followers. The next step is to improve them to the highest levels. Now, right, we want to avoid Strum at least for a moment. So we can go ahead and translate the other book. And I will visit Oriflammes. Now, what do they have? Ah, an additional poetry. Or an additional collection of poetry. That is what we've been looking for. That won't necessarily cause us any issues. And for the moment, we are safe. We could visit the Odysseus to try and get rid of this. That's a consideration. Great. Let's try to visit the Odysseus Club. The entrance is lost beneath soft drapes of crimson, cinnabar, and incarnadine. Above the door, the club motto, Ingi rum imis nocte et consumi mur igni. It has been rendered as, into night's circle we fly until the fire enjoys us. Ooh. In tonight's performance, Amethyst, the net-wielding hunter, pursues a veil-winged woman through a murmuring maze of leaf-clad dancers. Each movement is underwater slow. Now, okay. He navigates. Now you are the map. He illuminates. You were the darkness. He is not compassionate. You will not show compassion. Our compass is knowledge, and our course is glory. She still performs in the theater sometimes. Cat Caro, the posters say, finds the path. Cat Caro knows the way. And we now have a disciple. Let's go ahead and we can make Slee a disciple as well. And I believe that is not the highest level. The next level is each one has their own particular flavor for the highest level within the cult. Okay. Go ahead and get our money for working. And what I'm hoping out of this is a little bit of there we go. What's it called? Contentment. So with that, we also got some fascination. Unfortunate, but unless, yeah, we should be fine. That, okay. Let's go ahead and visit the auction house once more. Right. Here, I'll wait for... And the final collection of essays, we will most certainly bid. We're gonna wait on Stoom. Wait, is this... Oh no, that's Ambitions. Okay, never mind. We can go ahead and watch Stoom. So we unfortunately have to pay funds for a projector, but the film rattles through the projector, glows silently on the wall. It is a story of a foolish student of forbidden sciences who recruits a dancer to entice the dead back into the world through a flaw in its skin. It's a fiction, but here on the title card is laid out the operation of the declining sun. And in a moment, you will see why I was waiting for this to go away. Or to be resolved. I'm still hoping... That's unfortunate. And I don't think I really have anything I can do about it. What I can do, however, a little bit of composure. Okay, this is good progress, though. We have a collection of essays. So what this means now is improving both our passion and our scholarship skills will be quite easy to do. And we should be getting close to a something deep mystery something. So what this fortunately and somewhat unfortunately means is that Oriflammes now no longer will provide us with any books. We have read, or we have bought all of what we can. Slee's headaches have become crippling, but his theories grow more practical by the day. His poetry is getting better too. And lastly, we have Pope Clifton, who will join the ranks of Disciple. Now, I'm not sure... I haven't really been paying too much attention to whether or not we only have enough to improve our specific Lantern followers, or if it's enough to improve everyone. Because their Lantern does add to this. Oh, okay. Thank you, autosave. The rite is depicted in chilling detail. Here is the flaw in the world, an influence shimmering in luminous paint. Here is the dancer establishing an irresistible rhythm. Here the scholar recites the operation. And now the misty dead whirls through the flaw to consume him. The film closes on the dancer's watchful eyes. Has she intended it all from the start? So we do get a little bit of dread. We also get the sunset rite, and we get an operation of the declining sun. This invokes, acknowledges, and welcomes the passage to silence. So, we get our third right so far. We do unfortunately produce a bit of dread. And I'll go ahead and finish reading off this. This is very obviously not an antique text. At the very least, it has been badly mutilated, but it consists of substantial intriguing material, especially a persuasive comparison of the house without walls, without doors, to the human body, which with its many portals. We have... So, we still can use oriflammes, but unfortunately not for buying texts. It now will mostly be used to sell off texts. I also haven't messed around with the temporary headquarters. Since I don't know, was a more permanent headquarters added? And I believe we can only talk with it. Clifton's devotions have grown complex. His eyes have grown wide and shining. His voice has become even louder. I do want to quickly check. Was this enough by itself? Oh, it was. It was. Okay. Which means likely we could have improved our Lantern followers mildly sooner. Now, is that enough? It is not hell enough to exalt a disciple. So, I think, if I remember right, this one we're going to visit next. And with that, the thing we need is heart. So we will go ahead and improve our heart followers. What I am concerned of is a particular... It's a curse that I'm worried of. And if we can't get rid of it... So the thing about curses is that while they don't impede your progress to getting whatever is there, it will likely come and destroy. I think the one I'm thinking of destroys either reason or health. The direction of death is down, the book explains. The peacock door has been considered a rent or an abrasion, but in some respects is more like a mouth, if not a more treasured point of entry. Discussions of the doors include a rite which may conjure creatures through the doors, although key incantations are missing. Are we right of the map's edge? Oh, and I don't think I've been reading these. The vagabond is the only hour that ever enters the mansis. This rite must be performed in the right place, in the right time, and the vagabond will take that rightness for her own. And we get words that walk. The syllables of this formula are compelling. I find myself snapping my fingers to its rhythm. Here, I can read the sunset right. The assistant must cry tears of genuine emotion, which are, asparaged in a place where the influence lies. If all is done well, the sun and rag will consume the influence and acknowledge the emotion of the assistant. Assistants? Yes. Hope. Oh boy. I can't read right here. If anybody's curious, yeah, right here. Can't read it. This rite recalls the loss of the watchman who walks the house which has no walls. Light goes before him, and shadow behind. He must not see you. The instrument of power is used. Something sacrifice, precious knowledge, sacrifice thoughts. The assistants must speak the words that anchor your sanity, so choose someone you trust. And I think I did read that one. We have no more books to read. At least not of... Let's improve our reason. So I collected these up for the fact that I believe we should need 4. With 3 lessons learned? Oh no. I have made a minor error? Oh, did I waste? I did waste 1. Okay. Yeah, so, optimally, we used one of these earlier. I forgot that it was 3. No. What? We have an extra reason. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, not extra, necessarily. Dorothy's enthusiasm has become obsession. She will not cease, and how she loves to dance. I do very much enjoy the heart followers, their descriptions. So once this finishes off, we will go ahead and visit the Forgotten Mithraeum. Curiosity seekers have picked over the ancient temple, but there may be a hidden door here somewhere. Yeah, we somehow have ended up with an extra reason? What we can go ahead and do, actually, is... This is going to start consuming a lot of our reason. But if we visit here, we might be able to get a... free... eruditional lesson learned. And... I don't think this will dim our reason. So we can go ahead and continue to work. This, however, will. I only need 3. So we have been able to get a considerable amount of lore. And this was the moment. Clovet's optimism is daunting. She wields her joy like a hammer. And we will continue to bring our followers up to Disciple. We will skip Leo for the moment, so that way I can have a better and even spread of our talents. Now, we know we need this. Let's go ahead and send Dorothy initially, and then what we can do, I'll go ahead and give them 2 funds, and then what we can do is we can add in the secondary group as we need them. Fortunately, I believe this one is somewhat forgiving about failure. The worst it will cost us is funds. Ah, that is helpful. And this did not consume our reason. So this is a second additional lesson learned. That has plenty of time on it. Let's let this tick. And we want to visit a painted river. Aha. Okay. The painted river runs from a great chamber near the white door, far through the manses to its far edge where it enters a painted delta far cloud. I voyaged half its length last night, with a stern-faced captain beneath a rust-red sail. As the clouds rose before us, the sailors raised the yearning shanty, unclosed hull the sails to best use the painted wind. And all the while the captain and I discoursed on the secrets of the House of the Sun. So, this is a second additional lesson learned. I'm very glad it has worked out this way. What this now means is a light through the skull will give us a second erudition in 24 seconds. And that takes 60 seconds, so we improve that, we get our third one, and then we can continue reading our collections of essays. Wow. Okay. Oh. Lantern or knock. Okay. We didn't need to give them the extra funds. Fortunately, we will get that back. We will go ahead and send Caro. And that will get us beyond the door. Fortunately, we will not be investigated because we will get a little bit of notoriety for this. There's our second erudition. Improve that. And so far, everything is working out, fortunately. Very, very fortunately. Enid sees what others do not. It is becoming difficult for her, but it is very useful. But what does she see? What this does mean is that we will have 6. Oh, we got, I think we got an additional reason from something involving our ascension. Most likely. Yeah. Really? That's very unfortunate. Is 10? Oh, now I can't remember. 15 must be the proper number then. Yeah, we didn't. We're gonna end up with 6 reason? Which, as I said, I think that's right. Oh, no. We get an additional reason from becoming a no. That's right. We will also send Pope. Pope Clifton. Neville's gaze has grown furtive, and his voice is sometimes shrill. He speaks freely of his dreams. Next, we improve our edge followers. We continue to work away at Glover and Glover. And not much is going on at the moment. That's somewhat unfortunate. We will need to most likely... Okay. Oh, I should have been paying attention to the wording. I probably could have figured out that we needed Clifton. My mind is a paradise of mirrors in which all things are clear, even those things I might prefer not to see. So we get our 5th reason. Yeah. And we will go ahead and we will continue to study our reason. A way through the hidden door. Faint lines in stone, a surface that yields to pressure. We found it. A hidden door moves with a grating shudder and a shower of dust. Did we... I'm convinced the Mithraeum still holds secrets that it discovers never found. It is unlikely to be dangerous, but the search will require funds. That was what it would have... I should have read whenever I started off. Eldritch is waiting patiently until it's time to knife someone again. Oh, Eldritch. Elridge. You are not, in fact, an Eldritch horror. Though, considering everything else that is in this game, it wouldn't be unexpected for you to be. Also, I have yet to actually... I should probably try to summon something. I've yet to do that. Let us see. So I know this would require us to have a victim. And this would require us to have... Oh, this requires you to sacrifice lore. Knock is too precious. We could... Well, let me see. This can be a summon. If I got Grail, I might contact something shapeless. We don't have any instruments. Okay. I think it's a little bit too early to try summonings. But we are very much getting closer. Well, we could try... let's go ahead and immediately take care of this. We will spend a bit of funds. And this is just the treasure. Okay. We can go ahead and get a second erudition. No! Wait! What? Oh, I didn't know that would consume erudition. Rose has sharpened her cunning to a concentrated point. That's... Ooh. Oh, this is just telling me... That's not what I was trying to look at. I was trying to figure out... Ah, here we go. Yeah. That is... kind of annoying. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. And it will just simply consumes it. That kind of sucks. The deeper sanctuary. The altar tilts back like a jaw. Behind it is the pyramid space where only the sun hunters and dawn givers might go. But others have been here too. Much more recently, they have left their treasures. We do get a little bit of notoriety. We fortunately did not need Dorothy. And we get... Oh. Galabilin manacles. It does not relinquish its grip. I don't really know exactly what these are. However, this is useful. This is a tool. Refulgen, a white so pure that it remains visible even in utter darkness. And this is lantern aspect. And a cracked noonstone. Noon, the saying goes, is not what it was, but the stone still remains an embery glow. It has been cracked. A forge aspected Valor could restore it with sufficient resources, or it could use up the rest of what it contains. So that is helpful. Now, we're currently working on Forge followers, and we have Edge. I think next time we can visit Cater and Hero Limited. But with that, I will see you in the next one.